You know, Collin, I feel like all year long, we've been talking about the 60 years of PFR, right?
Yeah.
All the history behind that.
It's a big deal.
It is a huge deal, but I would really, really love for us to just get into all that old PFR stuff, right? Those first few years, some of the studies, some of the books, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be so cool.
You talking like the archives?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go check out the archives?
Yeah, they want to go check them out. Come on,
Let's go.
follow us.
Let's go. Yeah, so we're here in the Research Conference Center, and we've dug out all of this archives.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in here, and we're super excited to dig into it. Look who else is excited to dig into it.
Yeah, let's go talk to Sonny.
Sonny's up here. Sonny, looks
Sonny,
like
how are
you,
Hi guys, how you doing?
Doing
Good
good.
to see you.
looks like you found some old PFR books up here.
This is quite a collection of all the old practical farm research books and everything. I just kind of looked in some of the old ones, and here's a copy of the very first from 1964 when I returned from college.
Okay.
And the most important thing I wanted to test at that point in time was this single cross corn thing was coming in to replace double crosses.
Yep.
And the reason it could come in was because we now had atrazine. And so we had weed control. Otherwise, you couldn't grow a single cross corn. So now that we were testing that, a single cross against double cross, and then we did some population studies here and everything. That was kind of the start of all that. And I looked at 86 and 87. You get a couple years down the road, we're already testing 300 bushel corn. Like, what do you mean?
In the 80s?
Yes. In the late 70s, we actually devoted 10 acres to saying, we don't care what it costs, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But how do we get 300 bushel corn? We had some of the craziest studies, and my brother-in-law suggested, well, let's plant two 15-inch rows apart and then a 50-inch center. So we really had 60-inch rows, but we had two 10-inch twins.
Okay.
So that was the start of 10-inch rows, by the way. Some of the things that work out, some of them might not work out. But we got to find how we get there, and then we'll figure out if it's profitable or not. So that was our goal, and so it took us 10, 12 years to ever get to that. But right away, data planning was important.
Still is.
So,
Yeah, still do it to this day.
so you can look through here and you'll find data planning studies back into March, much the same as you guys do them today. So we have a lot of data showing data planning.
So Sonny, you know, nitrogen is probably one of the #1 tested things right now. When did you start really looking at nitrogen?
We really doubled down on some of that in the early 1990s. What do we do well, and what do we do that farmers need? They need more testing on how to produce things better. Yes, all of us have, let's say, relatively good genetics and relatively good products,
Right.
but how you use them? A little bit later, a couple years later in '92, and Scott came home from school and he took over this testing program, and it started to flourish even wider and bigger.
Right.
But going back to those first studies, we have to show how we can get more yield out of here. So those population studies and those nitrogen studies all started about 1990. I think there's a book
there's
here
a book,
somewhere.
yeah, right here. So this is like kind of those nicer, newer books, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in this book there is a study you guys did. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So Kirkendall, Beck's Top Ag nitrogen rate study. You've got 9 different rates and treatments here.
We would never have 9 different treatments today.
No.
75 pounds, but in 2 applications,
Yeah.
it was 183. So there's some of the crazy things that you can find that actually do work.
Right.
It's about, so all those kind of things we thought help farmers succeed. And basically that's what we could do that others weren't doing. Some things never changed.
Yeah.
Right.
Data
Right.
planning never changed.
Right.
And I don't think anybody cared about my soybeans data planning back in March.
Well, they do now.
don't we?
They do. Yeah,
Now
they
we
do
got
now.
weed control.
You know
we do
what's
now.
funny? I heard something the other day. It said, if you want to say something new, read something old. And I think that this is a perfect testament to that.
There you
That
go.
some of the
Right.
things that we were doing back
Right.
then, you know, we're still doing it now, and it's still new now. So it's
This
cool
is super
stuff.
cool. Yep.
Well, Sonny, we'll let you get
Great.
back to it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you taking
Great
a little
seeing you
time
here.
with
Yep.
us.
Keep up the good work.
Okay.
Don't stay up here too late.
Yeah.
Linda
Okay.
probably wants you home eventually for supper.
Right, yeah.
Good seeing you, Sonny.
Okay.
Man, I tell you what, I am so glad you dug all that stuff out and we got to go through some of that stuff with Sonny. That was so cool.
Are you kidding me?
What?
We weren't supposed to take it with us.
What? I'm gonna give it back.
You're gonna go give it back right now.
No,
We have
all
to
of
put all
it?
that back in the vault. What
All of it?
do you mean all of it?
Well,
Oh
it's
my,
winter. I
give
needed
me
a sock
that.
hat. And, you know,
Give me, what else do you got? Check your pockets. Am I gonna have to pat you down?
I got nothing. Some piece of paper.
Probably a note from Francis. Wrap this up, Arron.
Fine. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you get notifications when new videos come out, and we'll see you again some other time. I gotta go take this stuff back.
Let's go. Come, this is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.